Welcome to the Governing Board Update. I'm your host, Superintendent Jeremy Caius, and with me,
Stephen Chapman, Governing Board President.
all right, so let's jump right into this meeting. First up, Copper Canyon is here for a celebration. Thoughts?
We're excited to hear an update from Principal Bo Oxford and everything that's going on with the Aztecs over there. As always, they'll take their opportunity to share some of the highlights going on at their school. We'll be celebrating their staff members of the year, their students of the year. Always a highlight of the board meeting, hearing from our schools, celebrating our staff and students. So I'm excited to see what updates they have and to celebrate our team over there.
All right, we all know they'll seize that opportunity. Now, we have a couple of policies, new policies coming up. One is Board Policy BEDBA, Agenda Preparation and Dissemination. Background on that item.
So currently that policy just kind of outlines how we do board agenda preparation. It allows for board members to submit items for the agenda. The policy currently asks board members to provide those requests about 10 days in advance to a board meeting. So it gives staff ample time to research matters, put together a presentation, get any information that's needed, make sure people are available. Just kind of like a good arrangement between the board and the staff to make sure that we're not asking for stuff last minute. And making sure that our focus stays on serving our students and community, delegating our resources appropriately.
Now, that is a discussion item, so no actual policy
Correct.
change being recommended at this time. Another discussion item is our audio-visual procedures during a board recess.
So that we'll just kind of talk about. So like right now, when we go into recess, those of you, our viewers at home will know we cut to ads for the school district, highlighting our various programs across our schools. And then, we sometimes take recesses for, in between celebrations, technical issues, things like that. So we'll just kind of like talk about, what that looks like when we go into a recess for a board meeting.
Now we have a consent agenda with some of the normal items on there. Couple of things that not your everyday items. Cell tower lease renewal that's come up. It's come up with the board before. We do have cell towers across our sites. This is one coming up for renewal. And we also have the 50 by fall project IGA. We know that we've had a couple of our schools do very well on making sure we have 50% FAFSA completion by fall. Any thoughts on anything important in the consent agenda?
No, again, consent agenda items are just typical usual business for the district. I'm excited for the FAFSA one. And just we don't have to get too far into it because we'll discuss a little bit, at the board meeting. But the nice thing about the cell phone towers, things like that, is those are revenue generating things for our school district, money that we can put towards programs, people, and things like that. So things like that work for our district are great to approve.
It's also great when you ask the question, can you hear me now? If the answer coming back is yes.
That's right.
Or if you don't get an answer, that's not as great. Now, we have two action items. These are both brand new policies that are being introduced. They're here for first reading. The first one is on district mission, vision, and values.
So I'm putting this one forward just to update in our policy manual. We typically list the mission vision. We just haven't, we updated those last summer, towards the end of the summer there before the school year started. So just updating it in our policy document just to make sure that everything's consistent, across the board.
And the next one has to do with the district strategic plan and goals.
Another policy that I'm putting forward. We've been doing strategic planning now for several years, so this just kind of codifies it in policy to make sure that the board continues to do this, that our staff continue to work on these. Just kind of puts the parameters on making sure that when we're doing strategic planning that, our goals should be student focused for, academic achievement and growth, staff development, community engagement. Things like that, and also requires the board to, working with staff to review these quarterly to make sure that, we're, meeting the goals that we set out, before we do a follow-up on a strategic plan at the end of the school year.
All right. And then our final item of the night is going to be a board reorganization.
It was a member request. So reorganization is typically how we elect our board officers, president and vice president. Statutorily, I believe we're required to only do this in a January preceding an election. but it can be, done at any time. Some districts do it annually. Some districts, might do it, at a random part in time if they're wanting to switch leadership around, whatever the case might be. So yeah, that'll be an action discussion item on our agenda for Tuesday.
All right. Looking forward to seeing everyone Tuesday night.
Tuesday night back here at district office. Thank you.